Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. We're back with another video. In this video, guys, we're going to talk about Ye planning on launching his own streaming platform. Let's talk about it. Because as you guys know, Ye has recently got his Bully album removed from Apple Music. And when it was removed from Apple Music, he basically said that, the war is not over. He doesn't need Apple. They need him. Now, while that can be potentially factual, and while Ye is giving the suggestion that he's going to start his own music streaming platform, and which he can because he definitely has the ability to do so, and he has experience in that field. No, Ye starting businesses is not his problem. His problem is being able to keep those businesses. Ye is very good at drumming up ideas. But his problem is because he's taking care of everything but himself, those ideas, those plans, they have no longevity and they don't have professionalism because he goes off and he do stuff, he says stuff, he doesn't pay people, then he gets sued, then the business comes under fire for how it is being operated, the things that he says to people. So, Ye has really great plans, and the great plans that he has, amazing. But Ye is his worst enemy because when he implements these amazing plans and they start doing well, and you're saying, yes, he's going to do well, and we can see that he's doing well and he's getting the results and he's putting in the work. Once it reaches to the peak, he crumbles it. And I don't think that this is normally intentionally because I'm seeing a pattern. I don't know if anyone else is not seeing the pattern, but there's definitely a pattern, and the pattern is Ye being his worst enemy because Ye is so focused and so fixated on, doing all the passionate things that he cares about. He often forgets that there's one little gray area that he also needs to ensure that is stable, and that is his mental health. And this is where it is important. And this is why oftentimes they say, there's no wealth without health, because if you sacrifice your health to build that wealth, then it's kind of like counterproductive because you're not enjoying your money. While the money may take care of your medical issues, you're not enjoying it. So Ye needs to focus on his health. He's telling people that I'm going to go to war with you. It's not over. He wants to change the world. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to change the world because that is not a bad thing. Ye does have some really good ideas. He really does have amazing insights, but Ye doesn't have a plan to change him. And that's where it's all bad. He doesn't have any plan to fix him. And as the day passes, as the months, the years passes, what is happening is that Ye's health is declining. It keeps getting worse. He'll be stable for good, and then comes 2 years, comes 2.5 years, the decline gets really bad. And he needs to realize that it is time for him to take care of himself, because no matter what happens to him, his kids are always going to be okay. Kim is going to always ensure that those kids are spoiled. They get the best experience. But that's not going to be good enough. Those kids need to have their father, and they need to see their father in the best of health so that he can build a connection, build a relationship with them. Because I've seen people saying that, oh no, Ye doesn't have joint custody. Well, You can say whatever makes you feel warm and fuzzy. And to those who say that Kim doesn't give you that joint custody, it's not something that is entitled to Kim to give. It is something that is entitled to Ye to use. And once Kim opposes that, Ye has the right to take her back to court and let the court know to hold her accountable because she has violated a law. She has breached the court of agreement. So the court has an agreement in place. The joint custody was put in place by the court because Ye said he wanted the joint custody. Kim said she wanted him to have joint custody as well. So as such, Ye has that joint custody available. If he's not using it, it's no one's fault. If Kim is blocking him from seeing the kids, and I don't see that, I can't see that, especially at this point. What I can see is Kim saying, no, it's not a good time for you to be around your dad. What I can see is Kim saying this venue or this event is not ideal for you to attend, So stop making excuse for bad behaviors. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say this. And it has gotten to the point where I have to start blocking people from my channel because when it comes to the point wherein people starting to attack me, saying nasty mean stuff to me, like I give people time to come around from their ish and I give people time to wake up to their senses, especially when I know that I'm 110% correct. Now, as I've said, I don't always want people to agree with me because we are entitled to our difference of opinions. But for someone to try and bully and bamboozle me into saying that, you know what? You need to talk good about you. Like, really? Come on. Y'all need to do better because I'm not going to be an enabler. You see, I'm not going to be that enabler. You can be that enabler, but don't tell me what I should say and I should be praising ye. Ye can be your Lord, but he's not my Lord. While we may see him as a musical God, a musical genius, it doesn't pass that scope. Musical God, musical genius, food God, you can give people those accolades, but he's not the creator. He's not Lord. So you can do what you want to do and I'll do what I want to do over here. So I'm going to start removing more people because I'm not going to be bullied into saying what you want me to say, especially when I know that I'm saying the right thing, because ain't no way I'm going to encourage a man to be on a downward spiral that is going to get him ultimately institutionalized or he's going to off with himself. I'm not going to be a culprit of bad behavior. He needs to take care of himself because if he takes care of himself, then he'll be good for his businesses, the amazing plans that he has, and his children. So the music streaming platform, it's a really good idea. But the thing is, Ye doesn't have longevity when it comes to his businesses, and he doesn't have that longevity because of his mental health. And I'm going to say that unapologetically. He does not have longevity because of his mental health. He needs to take care of his mental health. Now, it is so dark that, people want to threaten me like you can get sued. You're saying that he has bipolar disorder. You can get sued for making up stuff. Really? Are you listening to yourselves? How many times have we heard this discussion? How many times have you spoken about this? Are you aware that there's literally a podcast interview when you said they told him at the hospital that he was bipolar and what medication they wanted to give him. Like, are you listening to yourselves? Are you aware that there's a tweet that's available for you to see when Kim says, Ye has bipolar and mental health is serious? And you like that post, so y'all need to do better, because you might be bipolar and you might be ashamed of having that medical condition. But let me reinforce this within you. Your medical condition is absolutely nothing for you to be ashamed of. You did not buy this. You did not brought this on yourself. And when you have that medical condition, it is no different from the next person that is challenged with another medical complication. While they are different, it is still something regarding your health. And what makes some medical conditions so bad, I understand that there are stigmas attached, but if you don't join hands and hearts together and say openly, this is what is going on with you, and be unapologetic about it, you're not going to stamp out those stigmas. You need to own, accept, be brave, be bold, be unapologetic, say it like you mean it, get the help that you need. It doesn't matter what your medical condition is, whether it's HIV, AIDS, it's bipolar, it's thyroid, it's cancer. Stop covering things up. It's not going to help you. Suffering in silence will not help, and being in denial actually kills. And that's all I have to say about that. And I'm going to leave that at that. But I give people time to fix their BS. And if that BS is not fixed, then you don't serve my platform, because you're not going to bully me. You're not going to bully the people in the comment section who are being positive. If someone is wrong, say they're wrong, and you know what is a wrong. And that's all I have to leave with you today, guys. Peace.